Howdy, folks. Big Yanklevich here. I get tons of comments, and by tons of comments, I mean one or two, of people wanting to know how I make my famous, world famous, super awesome, deep fat fries. That's what I call them. They're just fat fries. Fat fries that I eat very frequently. So I thought I'd do a little video to give you guys an idea. It's a recipe video. I'm not a big fan of recipe videos because I don't feel like you should really be dealing with weird recipes and trying to entertain yourself with your food when you're on carnivore. But this isn't that. This is just a way to eat fat trimmings. How to make them so that you can eat them and enjoy them. Okay, so the first thing you got to do is get yourself some fat. So what I do is I go to the grocery store and I ask the butcher, hey, you got fat trimmings that you haven't thrown out yet? Because that's what they usually do with them. They trim it off of the cuts of meat before they put them, wrap them up and put them out on the floor. And they'll just throw that stuff away in the garbage if nobody wants it. So I go to the grocery store and I have a video that shows me doing that. Yeah, I wanted to get some fat trimmings. Am I too late to catch y'all before you throw them away?
Not too late.
Is it too late? Okay, can I put in usually I'll leave a note or whatever. Like, as much as you can get. Usually I ask for like 5 or 6, something like that, 8 or 9 pounds. It can be a lot.
Okay, that's fine. I
Okay.
tell them the grocery in the money for separate for you.
Yeah,
Okay?
that would be great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great.
You too. So as you saw there, often you go there and they don't have it. You're too late. You have to get there first thing in the morning to be able to get the fat before they throw it out. And if they don't have it ready to go for you, then what I usually do is just ask them to save some for me tomorrow, and I can come back and pick it up, which works. It depends on the place that you go. One store that I went to was just like, you got to call in the morning, like call first thing in the morning, because if I leave a note, they just won't see it. But the H-E-B that I go to, they're good. They'll take the note, they'll set some aside, and when I come in and ask for it, they'll have it ready for me. So here's a video of me coming back the next day. Yeah, right. I left an order for it yesterday.
I see even more back there.
Okay, I asked for 5 pounds, but I could take another one of these.
Yeah, this is 4 and 4. I have it.
Okay. So you see what it looks like when you get it. It's just looks like a regular meat container, but it's just full of the fat. And that's all you get. And when I first started doing this, they would sell it to me for 99 cents a pound for the beef fat. The pork fat was a little more expensive. I guess that's more sought after because, I don't know, you make pork cracklings out of it or something. And truthfully, pork has a different taste to it, the pork fat. It tastes pretty good. But I try and stick with beef mostly. A, because it's cheaper, and B, because it's beef. I mean, I'm trying to do the lion diet, so I got to do that. But yeah, you get that beef fat, and you can just buy it that way. It has gone up because it's gotten more popular. It was 99 cents a pound when I first started doing this. Now they charge $1.99 a pound for it. And one time I was even there asking for the fat that I'd had them set aside for me the day before, and a lady right behind me said, "Oh, hey, that's what I'm here for too. Yeah, I was looking for some beef fat," which surprised me. I couldn't believe that someone else was doing that right next to me. But, it's really handy. It's a great way to get your fat in, and doing high fat is a good way to lose weight and to get your hormones back and all that kind of stuff. So what do you do with this stuff? You bring it home, and what I do is I get it on the cutting board and I slice it up into thin slices. Basically, I'm trying to make it kind of look like French fries. When you slice it up like this, they'll cook up, and in the end, they'll come out kind of looking like curly fries, maybe, that you got, that they used to do at fast food places. I think they might still do them at some places. But yeah, you cut them up into slices, real thin, and once you get them all sliced up, I toss them into the air fryer. And I put in some salt, and then I put it on for about 390, 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Now, 20 minutes is generally too short, to tell you the truth. But I like to make sure that I don't overcook them. So I put it on for 20, and I let it go from there. Every 5 minutes or so, I will pull it out, stir it up, and make sure that it's all parts of it are getting, because I fill it up pretty full. So I want to make sure that all parts of it are getting fried, getting access to the air that's circulating, that hot air. So you keep stirring it up, and after 20 to 30 minutes, that will be all fried up. You'll pull it out, and it will look like this. It will be nice and crispy and super, super crunchy, just really nice. Similar to fries. It's not going to taste like fries if you're thinking that. It's going to taste like deep fat fries. That's the name that I came up with for them. And I take the leftovers, when I cut up the great big package of fat, there's always more fat in one package than I can eat in one day. So I put those into little bags. These are quart-sized bags, which will hold close to a pound. And I tend to put them in that, stuff those full, and then I stick those in the fridge. And each day, I'll toss a new batch in and cook that up. When you get the fat fries cooked, pull them out, dump them onto a plate. There will be a lot of melted fat underneath in the air fryer still left over. And that I pour into a little bottle and save it. You can use it to cook like bacon grease. It's just tallow. And you can use it for cooking, or what we do with it sometimes too here. My wife likes to make stuff. She makes her own yogurt. She makes sourdough bread. And she thought it would be neat, since I'm always making tallow, to try making our own soap. And so that's what I did most recently. I got a whole bunch of fat, cooked it up, put the tallow in a bottle, and she's using it to make soap. And I really like the soap. It's good soap. It's like that beast mode soap that you always hear Carrie Mann talking about, made from tallow, and it's super nice. And there's none of the chemicals and detergents and whatnot in it. So that's what we use it for. And that's it. You put it on a plate, and you sit down, and you eat it. And you can put more salt on it if you need to, if you hadn't put enough on before when you started. It's really a two-taste kind of a thing. Everybody needs different levels of salt. It all depends on what tastes good to you. But yeah, you just eat them as is. They're nice, they're crunchy, and they'll get you fat that you need. I find that it helps me sleep better. The more fat that you eat, the higher your percentage is, it tends to be good for sleeping. And so on days when I'm eating these fat trimmings like that, I will sleep through the night without any troubles. Other nights, not so much. So I try to incorporate it as much as possible. So there you go. That's how I make deep fat fries. Fry up my fat trimmings so you can just eat them. It's the cheapest way to get fat. And it's it's pleasurable. They taste great. And I really like them. So, if you're interested, give it a shot. Check it out. All right, folks, I'll see you next time here on Big Anklevich on Health.